All right. We're back. It's been a long time since we've been back. Welcome back to the show of Talking Gamecocks with Ben and Rich. And me and my dad are here to talk everything Gamecocks that's been happening for the past month and a half, I would say. So it's been a while. What you been up to, Dad? How you doing?
Good, buddy. How are you, man?
Good. So you've been telling me about all the news that's been going down over the past month of what we haven't been able to cover. So we're going to try and cover the majority of it and or the big news that is happening with the Gamecocks and just the overall school and every single program that's going on right now.
Okay, so, where you start?
I would say we just kind of just start from the beginning. Our last episode was more so in January, and actually Asia Wilson, which is probably our most well-known women's basketball player, at least for right now in this time, she actually got a giant statue made of her. She deserves every bit of that because she's just an amazing player, an amazing human being. If you don't know who she is, check out some interviews by her. She is just a kind person overall. And did you watch any of that ceremony that happened about January 18th, Dad?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I watched it. I probably saw most of it. Yeah, definitely.
And what would you say is the biggest highlight of, or some of her highlights of her career that you like?
The Final Fours, the championship she won with her her teammate Elena Coates, and Coach Staley, and they really started it all, really, as far as the Gamecocks women's basketball team being, probably our most successful program.
Yeah.
She was at the foundation, so it was a great moment for her and her family and all of Gamecock Nation.
Yeah, it's great. It just sits right in front of the Coliseum. That's the Coliseum, right? Or the Cougar Center? I get them confused all the time.
Colonial Life Arena.
Colonial Life Arena, excuse me.
Yes.
Just sits right there in the front. It's huge. You can't miss it if you're passing by. And congratulations to Asia and her family. That is really spectacular. Like, be able to get a statue made of you. And talking about the women's basketball team, they actually played last weekend. So what did they do last weekend? You were telling me about it, Dad.
They won their sixth SEC tournament championship out of the last 7 years. Dalton's taken them to 6 SEC tournament championships.
That's awesome.
So the ladies have got it going on. Dawn's a great coach. University's lucky to have her. They just keep rolling along. We'll see how far they go in the big dance, the seeds and all that stuff come out next week. So
okay,
they're probably locked up in probably a likely number 1 seed in the NCAA's.
Mm-hmm.
So Dawn is she's really got it going on. We're great. We're lucky to have her.
So Dawn Staley has really been a dominant coach for us and for our women's basketball team. So what's happening on the other spectrum with the men's basketball team? I know you're not too happy about that, of what's been going on over there.
No, they just got beat in the SEC tournament, one and done. Another double-digit loss. They've had multiple embarrassing losses this year. They remind me of the football team, the way they not only lose games, but get really beat bad by teams that they really don't have any business losing like that, too. A lot of people think Frank Martin has worn his welcome out here in Columbia. And I don't know, it's been, 8-9 years when he's been the coach, and it just seems like we're always having the same team every year.
Maybe like one good year out of all that.
One good year. That 4 year.
Then we got to the Final Four that one year? Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Thought it was Elite Eight or something.
What was it, 4 or 5 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's all he's had one good year, and it's just.
So what would you say is next, like to get better? Just to get a new coach, like wait for a whole new recruiting class to come in?
I don't know. A lot of people think that we probably couldn't do any better than Frank Martin. And a lot of people think that it's time for him to go. I think after 9 years, we pretty much know what we got with Frank Martin. And,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we are as good as we could ever be with him. I don't know. It's a tough call. Sometimes I think you just need to hear a new voice in the locker room and just need some new blood.
Yeah.
I think that might be where we're at. I think it might be time to make a move.
Mm-hmm.
Just to, it's nothing against Frank Martin. He's a decent enough coach. Just seems to be the same old story year in and year out.
Us being a part of the Southeastern Conference, we don't take losing very well. So we want to win at everything and anything. So what about the baseball? They've been winning.
Don't be embarrassed by it. And like with the football team, I think the football team became an embarrassment. I think the basketball team is heading that way. Well, you just have to make a change. So we'll see. Yep. A lot of people think he couldn't keep his job. A lot of people think he's going to lose his job. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is in basketball.
So what about baseball? You were telling me how excited you were that last weekend or the weekend before that we smoked. We didn't necessarily smoke them, but we beat Clemson in our series with them on walk-offs, right?
Yeah, 2 back-to-back walk-off wins.
That's got to be feeling pretty good.
One of them was in the bottom of the 11th. The other one was in the bottom of the 9th. So, yeah, when you win like that, it's always exciting. And when you do it against your arch rival and you haven't played your arch rival in anything in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times you get sick of hearing about how great your arch rival is and everything. It feels pretty good to finally win something like that against them.
What does the future of South Carolina baseball look like? I know we're playing a big-time opponent this weekend. And what is like the regional looking like? Are we looking good for the World Series, Super Regional? What do you think?
The season just started, really. We haven't even played, but we're undefeated. We're 11-0 right now. So
that's good.
Yeah. Anytime you go play baseball and go undefeated in 11 games, you're doing something pretty good. So I think this year will tell the tale. I think we have a chance to be really good. I think Mark Kingston is a good coach. And I think this weekend will really tell the tale. We play Texas at Texas. That's really going to be a good gauge of where this baseball team is. I think we got a good baseball team. I think we got a good baseball coach.
Seems like we always do have a good baseball team, which is a good feeling.
We've always had a baseball program.
Yeah. So you said that we're...
Get back to where we were. I do.
You said that our baseball team was ranked 12th. What is Texas ranked? And if we beat them, like, how far do you think we'll jump up in rankings? If we lose, or we're going to fall? Like, what do you think?
Well, Texas is ranked number 19, I think, what it says. And in college baseball, you base a lot on how successful you are by how you doing. You play weekend series where you play 3 games at one park or the other, or whatever team, road or away, home or away. And I think if we could go to Texas and win, I think if you win 1 out of 3 in Texas, you're doing pretty good. I think if we could go there and win 2 out of 3, that would make a real nice statement. Now, we could go there and get a sweep, then people are really going to start to wake up and take notice of us. And I think at 2 out of 3, I would take that in a minute. Go to Texas and win 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Even one would be good. Even to win 1 out of 3 on the road like that, in a big time atmosphere, that's a tough thing. So if we can win 1, I'd be happy. 2, I'd be happier, and 3, I'd be happiest. How about that?
Yep. And if you're curious why he keeps turning around, the game is on right there behind him. All right, welcome back from that commercial break. Sorry for that little fiasco, but our first 7 games for the football season this year are against Eastern Illinois, East Carolina, Georgia, Kentucky, Troy, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt. So how are you feeling about, I guess, the first 2 we can talk about, Eastern Illinois and East Carolina?
Okay, those should be 2 wins.
Simple as that.
Where
they should be wins.
East Carolina, don't we have to go to East Carolina?
Yep, it's at East Carolina. It's a little bit more difficult, but we should be win.
Okay, yep. So that would make us 2-0. Playing who?
Next week at Georgia. So
okay.
That's probably going to be a tough win if we're able to pull it out.
Let's call that 2-1.
The next 2 games are at home against Kentucky and Troy. So
okay. Kentucky's at home. Kentucky's lost a lot from last year. I mean, we beat them last year.
Mm-hmm. If our fan base is there, we should have the crazy home field advantage.
That should be a win, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 3-1. Then who? Eastern Illinois?
Troy
at home. That ought to be another win.
Okay,
so that's 4-1 right there.
And then we're at Tennessee.
Okay.
You were talking about their program a little bit, was not doing the best.
That game might be, that's kind of that swing game. That's the game during the course of a season where, if you want to have success and be a successful team and go to a bowl game, those are the kind of games you got to win. Mm-hmm. Tennessee right now is a dumpster fire. Their whole program is a grease fire. I mean, it's a perfect opportunity to go up there and get a win.
Yeah.
Why not? I'm not going to sit here and say they should beat us.
No.
I think right now, sitting here talking, that game's a toss-up. So let's say we win. That makes us what, 5-1?
Yep, 5-1, and then next week at Vanderbilt, or not at Vanderbilt, but home game for Vanderbilt.
Yep. There's no reason in the world. There is no reason in the world why we could not be 6-1 to start next season.
Yep, 7-0.
No, we're not going to beat Georgia. I ain't going to give us no. But every other team on that list is a perfectly winnable game, in my opinion. Yep. It's perfect. Every other game on that first 7 is a game that you should look at as a Gamecock fan and reasonably expect to win it.
That's very good points. And do you want to just finish off the season and talk about them?
About who?
The rest of the season, football season?
Well, the rest of the season, it gets a little different.
Yeah. It starts to hurt a little bit, but we can talk about it because...
Think about it. You're 6-1, and then who do we play? A&M?
We are at Texas A&M.
I thought, no, we went there. See, that's... Okay, I'll write that off as a loss. So that's 6-2. Then where do we go?
We're home, Florida. We're off. We have a bye week with them, Florida. Home.
And once again, Florida's a team that's they lose a lot from their team last year. I'm just saying those first 7 games, that you can take a lot of momentum into the second half of the year if you go 6-1.
Yeah. Start feeling good.
Yeah. Maybe steal a win or 2 down the road, end up 8-4 or something. Mm-hmm. Go to a nice bowl.
Yeah.
Those are all within reach.
The rest of our schedule is at Missouri, home at Auburn. We have 2 home games to end out the season, Auburn and Clemson. So should be a pretty good year. And I'm excited to see it. Excited to watch the rest of South Carolina perform.
Should have fans back in the stadium.
Yeah, that'll be exciting to see and
Full
get to be a
house.
part of.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, do you have anything else?
Huh?
Do you have anything else? Oh
Well,
yeah,
spring ball starts next week, so we start the Beamer era starts officially next week.
Yep, and we were seeing all the.
We'll see what they got on the field.
We were seeing all those practices and videos of Shane Beamer getting in the kids' faces, getting them hyped up, and it was real exciting. And yeah, it felt good because seeing them actually be a part of the program and not sitting on the sidelines blowing his whistle, but he was actually in there motivating the kids and the guys to.
Yeah, he's getting into.
Yeah, he was getting crazy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I really like that about him. Should be an exciting year coming up. There is a Garnet and Black spring game on April 24th. So that's just right around the corner, actually, just next month. I mean, we're already 3 months into the new year, which is crazy to think. But I'm going to go watch the baseball team win this weekend against Texas. And then excited to see what the rest of South Carolina Gamecocks have in store for us. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe for more, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.